Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Cone Dodger here. Welcome back to Formula One 2017, here for the Brazilian Grand Prix. It is the second to last race of the season in the series. We're in very good shape in the championship right now, thanks to an interesting turn in the end of the season. But let's listen to our voicemail in here where we're supposed to start for this race.
Hi, just letting you know that we've had the team's expectations through for the upcoming qualifying session.
8th. Yeah, sure is. And Brazil is always a track that has a lot of interesting weather changes. This Grand Prix weekend is going to be no different. We're going to have apparently a dry qualifying session, but then a rainy race is the forecast. Also, it's going to be our last checkup on things of the team background stuff. So there was a bit of a question as to what I've been doing for the R&D. And honestly, because of the way the end of the season was going, I decided to just focus on 1 week initiatives, and I tried to put most of those into the video, but really it's been very, very little stuff. I think if I go to F8, you can see, we've been making those little tiny improvements, and we have actually overtaken Force India pretty, well, I won't say significantly, but we did overtake them. We're not just tied with them. And here for, oops, wrong button. I mentioned how much I love their UI. Here for our last time to do an R&D change, I have 1,100 points, and since we only have 1 week, unfortunately we're going to have to move off 69% complete on aerodynamics and try and find ourselves something that's a 1 week job. If there even is something, there's a 1 week job on the front wing for the last race of the season, and that's what we'll go ahead and do. And there you go. There's how much of the tree we managed to do thanks to the lower prices and the less faults, because I don't know if we have any of these parts fail on us. I think they all went through the first try, and that's been big. Our aero development has been quite strong this season. Okay, that's kind of where we are there. On the parts front, I used parts for almost all of practice. I just wanted to do a qualifying run on the new ICE. It's sitting at 17%. Hopefully, that should be good for the next 2 races. And the rest of the parts should be good as well. I've been rationing them out. These are getting a little bit worn. And depending on how we do today, we might even be able to take all new stuff in Abu Dhabi and not even worry about it. Let's go qualify, shall we? Alright, let me check the weather first.
You'll have any trouble getting into the next session, so don't push too hard.
Alright, so it's staying dry for most of Q1, it looks like, and I think it's supposed to just be overcast for the whole day. That's what the forecast had said for the whole weekend. It hasn't changed. Hopefully that's going to stay the same. Hopefully they have a better system for this in the next game that scrolls through a little bit faster. Any faster would be fantastic. Yeah, looks like we'll be all good there. And then the race is indeed starting in the rain and then moving to light rain. So we might be starting on wets, going to intermediates. We might be on intermediates the whole race. Not sure. Either way, I have gone for a wet setup on the car. I'm running high downforce. I'm running a soft suspension. The brakes are set up to be good for the rain. So that might make qualifying a little tricky for me.
Track is quiet right now. Let's get out on track while it's clear.
Yes, sir. If need be, I can pull some aero off the nose, since I am running high aero, to try and get a little bit more in qualifying, but honestly, I don't think it's going to be necessary. Car seemed pretty good in qualifying. Massa was running fantastic in qualifying. This, of course, being his home Grand Prix. We'll see if he can have a impressive result as Perez did last week. Looking for something in the 10s. Something in the 10s would be good. Probably 11s for Q1. We'll see. This is another one of the tracks that I would earmark as one of my favorites. However, not always a place that I have great results with. I think part of that is because of the very often changing weather here. Oh! Wow, the nose got away from me there. I wasn't expecting that. probably one of the hardest turns on the circuit, but I really wasn't expecting it. It's always a shock when you go from practice with low power to qualifying with high power. It's always a shock that first lap out. I should take it easy for a lap, but really all I want to do is keep laps off the car, so I don't do additional laps in Q1. I hope we will be in the 11s here. If I'm not in the 11s, I'm not going to feel great about this. We shall see. Okay, the 10s are actually better than the 11s, turns out. Okay, so that should be good, even though it was a super messy lap. But hopefully now I have a better feel for the place on these, or in these good conditions.
P7 at the moment.
Felipe, you can do better. Not too bad. Weird. I guess Perez is really on fire here all of a sudden, huh? Wow. I mean, Force India did do upgrades to match us, so the front of the pack is definitely getting closer. Oh, I see. The front five basically all ran soft laps, so that skews things a bit, and that might be something. No, I don't know why they're doing that, because it doesn't matter. We're expected to have a rain race. Who knows what's going on? Alright, out for Q2 now. Pretty clear traffic. I think I got Massa ahead of me. That should be good. Wow, it started us way back. Anything happening in the news? Carlos Sainz apparently getting the McLaren seat after Alonso retires, which is good, bad. It's good for him that he gets to stay in Formula One and with a moderately aggressive, good team-ish, almost. Really stretching it there. But most people a little shocked that he will not get that Red Bull seat that he was pretty much lined up for most of his career. Just never really panned out. We'll see how that goes. And we'll see how McLaren Honda does next season. You would think with Red Bull also going Honda, so that would be 3 teams with Honda engines. You would think somebody knows something, that Honda is getting stuff figured out and they think there's going to be good stuff there. But we'll see. We've definitely learned there's more to the problems at McLaren than the engine under the hood, though. Oh, wait a minute. My brain is stuck in this year. They're with Renault now. Oh. Huh. Well, that changes it. Everybody's already commented and is angry at me. But that really does change the whole complexion of that, doesn't it? So it's a McLaren Renault, and he's going from Renault to McLaren Renault. That's not a good move. I just worked out in my head that that's not good for him. Also, that wasn't a great lap, probably because I was chanting the whole time. I don't know why I hit DRS. Huh. Weird. Well, I guess we'll see. McLaren can get their shit together or not. Time will tell.
Down to P3.
4th and 5th. Not bad. Ricardo looking sporty here. Hopefully I can find more in Q3. Now that I know what engine's in McLaren, I mean, basically I'm set. Alright, we might need to do 2 runs here. Let me actually... This track's so short I could do 3 if I really wanted to, but... let me actually look and see why fuel is... Yeah, let's take all the fuel out then. Fuel is plenty. And let's give it a go here. Not going to take the arrow at the nose. Because... I don't really know why. Maybe I'll do that on the second run if I need to. Get my pre-qualifying drink on. The sun gets low in the sky at the end of qualifying here. Okay. Really focus on this lap. This is a track that it is short. It's not terribly difficult to learn, but you gotta be focused. You gotta hit your marks, and they're very interesting marks to hit. This is one of those tracks that I usually do very well at in iRacing, but for whatever reason, I don't particularly, well, I'm not gonna say enjoy, but oh yeah, over turn 1 quite a bit there. I don't seem to ever find the same success here in the Codemasters versions. They do look very different. Some of my visual cues aren't right, or maybe it's just the speed of these cars. I never race anything near Formula 1 in any other game. Or sim. Calm down, iRacing people, calm down. Decent lap shaking up, not earth-shattering. A little oversteer in the curve there. Hold the inside. Should get us into
We need to return to the pits within the next couple of laps.
low 10s, but we need to be 9s if we want to be right up front. I'd like to be, so I'm going to try it again. How's our wear? Gearbox wear is high. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Maybe we won't.
The grid is all set then for the race tomorrow. But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top 3, who are Raikkonen, Hamilton, and Williams. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow, where we'll be live with all the action. And until then, it's goodbye.
I give that a gentle nod of approval. 3rd place is good, and we're well ahead of Vettel. 7th place is our goal for the race to clinch championship. I think things are looking fine, as long as the rain doesn't kill us. Meaning the frame hang-ups, mostly. But we'll see.
We're higher on the grid than we expected. Let's see if we can do even better.
Sir, yes sir! Alright, no funny business on the grid, no penalties here. Race strategy. They're calling for rain into light rain, but still a full wet race. I kinda doubt that. I feel like it's gonna go wet to intermediates. So we'll just have to play that by ear. I'm gonna do a little extra fuel, but not much. And cool. See what we can do here. 7th place is the goal. Alright. As easy as our goal is, this is going to be a very tough race, I think. I hate running in the wet. A little bump there. Considering the conditions, if that's the worst we do, then that's pretty darn good. Wow, it is very bad out here.
Okay, now stay alert for threats around you.
Back up these braking zones. I didn't get any time in the rain in practice. It was infuriatingly drizzly in practice. It never actually fully rained, and they never let us go to rain tires or even intermediates. So that was a bummer that we didn't get that practice time in. Oh, stay off the curbs. They are very slippery. Short shift. Boy, in these conditions, we're probably going to have an excess of fuel by the end. If it does dry out. To the point we can actually use it. Let's see if a dry lane forms here. Or if this rain's just too heavy for that. It's a good first lap. I can live with it. I'm content. Let's break the 150 probably. Well, even that. I was really having to baby the brakes. Short shifting. It's going to be a tense race. buddy. Sorry, it's quiet. It's very treacherous. I feel honestly quite nervous. They're not running away from me at all, which is good. But I'm also somewhat holding up Bodas here. The pressure is still there. Try and run fast. Okay. It's 2 seconds slower. It's definitely a bit of a dry line going because I was able to brake much later this lap. Didn't have any grip on the exit. I had a grip on the brakes. So the track is changing. That much we know. Stepped out of the groove there. I should really have. That was not the place to be doing this. Have that up so I can monitor tire temps. Jeff's having a quiet race, that's for sure. He must know. This is not the kind of race to be bothering me in. And we definitely see a dry line at this point. But it's not to the point where we're overheating tires. I do think the rain is letting up a touch already. Might just be in my head.
Our gap to first place is 3.9 seconds. Our gap to our teammate is 4.4 seconds.
He might still be in the points then, that would be good. With our little Mercedes battle going on, but with Hamilton in front of me, that would pretty much seal the fate of that. We can't both lose points to them and have a hope. Still a bunch of race left to go here. Conditions might come around on us. Might come around on us? Come around to us. That sounds a little less gross. I think they are actually starting to agree with me a bit more, or I'm really starting to learn how to drive it in these conditions a bit better. We're still in the right position though, that's important.
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
The points scenario, 7th place, that's based, I think, on Vettel winning too, and he's nowhere near doing that, so we'd be in way more than good shape at this point to clinch. I'm thinking if we did that, we could probably do something crazy at Abu Dhabi, like take every single new part on the car and try and do a 20th to 1st or something like crazy like that in a sprint race, no less. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still got this race to get through, and in these conditions, I could bin this thing at any second. Boy, let me get those tire graphs back up. Something feels funky. 20% wear. weather information?
These conditions don't look like they're shifting. We're predicting at least 20 minutes of heavy rainfall.
20 minutes, wow. So yeah, this might be a fully wet race. That would be unfortunate. I think our car is really good in the dry, but it's not very good in the wet. Or maybe the driver. I could definitely see it being that. Running wide here and out of the dry lane, which is dumb. That's kind of just what my lane is. I think I run a different line through that turn than the AI run. It's frustrating me that I can still see them up there in the slow sections, but by the time we get to the fast section, they're gone. I feel very, I guess, helpless currently. Like, there's just nothing I can do. All I can do is try to hold on to the car. These conditions are also going to make the race take a lot longer. It's usually one of the faster races on the calendar. So we're running 10 seconds a lap slower than usual. 15 actually. So it's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be real long if I keep doing stuff like that. A lot of championships have come down to the crazy weather of Interlagos, that's for sure. I'm sure we can all think of one in particular with a particular teammate of ours. It's pretty good through the slow sections, or I guess I feel pretty okay through there. It's turns like this, and the first couple that I really don't feel like I'm up to speed in. It's a little slippery out there.
Okay, gap to leader, 6.8 seconds.
Yeah, they're kind of just inching away at this point. They're not totally running away, but I definitely feel like I'm holding up at least Botas. I really don't want to give that position up, though. I may not have a choice.
Okay, gap ahead is 6.7 seconds.
Wow, that changed a lot in a short amount of time. Unless those two are just very close. Trying to run that different line through there. I wonder how much of these turns.
We're no longer sure that these tyres are the right ones. It might be time to come in and change.
Interesting. I didn't really predict that. Well, I would like to run them as long as I can, though, for the sake of not having to change intermediates, because intermediates would not last the rest of this race. There's no way. But on the flip side,
to teammate, 4.4 seconds.
if they think the intermediates are gonna be that much faster right now, we could potentially do an undercut. I think we're gonna mind the gap we have, though. They haven't called for a strategy change yet. I don't see anybody else changing yet. Certainly still raining. William did just get away from me, though. We're gonna push him out into the wet. I didn't mean literally push, but he held me really tight there, and it's a little slippery out here, my friend. Yeah, I feel like I'm being real hard on these rear tires with this much counter steer.
We're
did
considering
more.
switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A? Understood, copy that.
Well, you gave me the option too late, though.
Our gap to the car in front is 9.0 seconds.
Well, we're gonna do an additional lap with these tires, I guess. Sucks. Wanted to be one of the first. Oh well. I should have known that's what they were calling. I'd just gone for it. Dove in a pit lane and tried to change it to inners. At least Botas didn't
We
pit.
think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the car?
There's our first
and
hang-up.
try the new one? Okay, copy that.
Yes, keep the lap 9 pit stop, even though we're beyond lap 9. That would be brilliant. Yeah, go ahead and pit us in the past. That'd be great. Poof! Magically, we're on inners. I'm curious what this place is going to be like on inners. There's a dry lane, but it's still pretty treacherous out here, I think. I hope it's better, because I am not having a lot of fun right now.
Hamilton has just entered the pits. He's in the pit lane right now.
Ooh, AI almost lost it on pit entry. He did lose it on pit entry. Was that our wing or was that his wing? Whose wing was that? Did you hear me slam my drink down?
Exit now. You'll be racing
Well, we
to
didn't
leave
take a
the pits.
wing. But do we have damage? I don't see any. Who lost a
We'll
wing?
be doing one more stop
Can
today.
we instant replay that? Might be too late. Yeah, we're already on pit road. Whoop. Oh well. Well, okay. Hopefully with Botas, that'd be cool. That'd be real cool. Oh, that was in front of us. He undercut massively, I guess, because he went to inners earlier. Well, this changes everything. And our tires are not up to temperature. Oh, and these hang-ups aren't going to make anything easier. Yeah, these are definitely the right tires. Once they're up to temp. Vettel's kind of stuck behind Sainz right now, I think. Is just pitting now.
Felipe has pitted.
That's not good for him. Alright, there goes Sainz. Boy, we don't have any fuel to use. I'm probably oversteering so much that I'm using it all. That puts Vettel P3. He must have pit very early for inners or something. Which means maybe he has to do an additional stop. Be
This heavy rain
good.
will last around 15 minutes, after which we should see a transition to light rain.
The only thing that could happen there is the potential for it to go to dry tires for the end of the race, but it seems unlikely. It's going to keep at least light rain. To not make that turn. I think I make up for it the next sector though, the next chute there with the wide entry. We got Ricardo behind me now. We definitely shook up the field because Vettel is now sitting third and Bottas is nowhere to be seen. He may have lost his front wing. He may have run into the back of me. I don't know who it was or what it was. Oh, buddy. None of that, video game. None of that. I would love to be able to ask when Vettel's pit.
The gap to the car ahead is
Yeah, I don't know if I can.
1.7 seconds.
I'm not gonna mess with it. Surefire way to wreck. In theory, I should be able to run these tires pretty hard though, because I'm sure we're just barely in the window of doing 2 more, or 3 stops in this race. So I don't think we're going to be running these tires down to the cords unless it starts to dry. This is still fine. Still doing what I need to do, just not the ideal. But it's put in their fastest laps. I don't know if I am or not. Yeah. Just not as fast. Boy, we're not even halfway yet. And my brain's already getting exhausted. I would love for Ricciardo to drop back a bit. Oh, buddy. I was offline enough into there that I guess I locked up the rear brakes, it seemed like. Well, so much for Ricciardo staying too close to me. That's not a problem anymore.
Certainly eased off for the time being, but we've still got a lot of standing water out there. We're happy for you to stay out on the inters for now.
Still seems like it's raining pretty heavy to me. But then again, I'm in the spray now, so changes the perception. What's about to happen here? Seems like I don't have the legs to do it. Boy, I thought he overran the turn.
They have some kind of mechanical problem.
Ocon out of the race, it seems.
Clear.
Even Ricciardo's stepping away from me. I want to stay up with him because I do feel more comfortable following a car somewhat close, not like breathing in spray close, but at least close enough to judge my braking zones. I do wonder if the track will transition by the end of the race, because it's going by so slowly. Times are so slow. It seems like it's possible. He said 15 minutes for the light rain, but...
Caution, caution.
Okay.
The virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are
bit.
too fast. Reduce your pace.
20 laps to go. think we have any real opportunities to do some pitting strategy with this. Wrong button. And our DRS is broken, but it doesn't matter because it's raining out. We're gonna have that failure. Now is the time.
VSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until
Side
the green
delta, make
flags.
sure we don't do anything dumb here.
Caution, caution.
Okay. That was an incredibly dumb place to do this. Thanks, video game. Yeah, we're gonna send you back to racing straight into the back of a slow car. Whatever. Bye, Ricardo. I guess that battle's over with. Wow. I guess I let the tires get cool. I don't know what happened there. I guess maybe I was just offline.
Weather should improve in 10 minutes time. Light rain in 10 minutes.
Light rain in 10 minutes. This feels more like light rain, so I don't know what the deal is going to be. 10 minutes is less than 10 laps. That gets us to what, lap 25? That means it's not impossible that it could completely stop raining by the end of this race. It's going to be real messy. Speaking of messy, this game's running real messy. I don't really need any extra drama, game. I'm fine. I've had enough very good races this season. I'm cool. You don't need to add anything.
So the gap to our teammate is 3.5 seconds.
He may very well catch us. It's not impossible. I like where we're at right now, but I don't know if it's going to stay that way. Really sucks that we dropped back from Ricardo because of that whole ordeal. I could have been less cautious with Ocon there. I just have seen enough dumb things happen. I didn't want to risk him like darting in front of me or something to try and get out of the way. So I gave him as much room as I could, and then some. Jeez. I guess it is getting drier. I'm glad somebody's doing better laps, because it sure as hell ain't me. To 27, it's probably 25-ish, 24-ish. Okay, still got a ways to go there. Let's see what the weather does by 24 or 25.
Gap to car in front is 5.9 seconds.
Lhasa is definitely closing. Curious if I've ever had a dry race here. I'll have to go back and look. I definitely feel like those have gotten worse. And I don't understand why that would be. Or maybe it just matters more now, like, maybe the first season they were happening, but that season was more of a, it was a quote-unquote building year that I didn't care as much. I don't know. Hey, Masa. I'll just let you go when you get here. Which will be very soon. I want to do better, like I want to run faster, I don't know what it is. Just can't seem to get anything more out of it. They certainly can.
Okay, gap ahead is 7.9 seconds.
Well, kind of regapped him there a bit in the middle sector.
We're expecting you in around 2 laps, and we'll be putting you on the intermediate tyres.
2 laps, that's not what it said on the other thing, is it? I'm also over on fuel. Jeez. That one almost skipped an entire gear. You know what the worst part is? It's not just a screen freeze. I think the physics actually freeze up too. Because I'm turning the wheel through the whole thing, and my wheel is not where, like, my physical wheel is in a different place than it is visually in game by the time it unfreezes. That's real special. Real special.
The distance to the leader is 23.9 seconds.
Go for it, dude. Oh, but don't do that. Back in the good on fuel. I'm gonna let that go a little further though, for the sake of having comfort zone.
You're doing well out there, keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10
Alright.
minutes.
10 more minutes and then dry. 10 more minutes would bring us to like lap 30. This might get very weird. Almost as weird as how I said that. Very weird. Huh. 10 minutes. Then it's gonna take another 5 minutes for it to go dry, I would say. I don't know. There's no way I
Okay,
could.
the pit window has opened. Pit window now open for you.
There's no way I could make these tires
Right, some
go.
information on Hamilton. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Alright, we'll see if that's a big problem or not. That was a big problem or not. Vettel has pit again, so he must have stopped very early for inners. The only way that would be An advantage for us is if we could make these last to a slick stop. But looking at them, there's not a chance in hell we can do that. So the only job for me is really to try and slow them down a little bit. The only job for me is to try and not crash. Oh man. Oh jeez, these hang-ups are bad. It seems like whenever there's pit stops going and a training, and especially if the weather's changing, that's when it really
Our gap to the car in
can't
front
handle
is
it.
1.6 seconds.
No changes yet. I think we'll just have to play it conservative going for more inners. I should have done it that lap, really. But we'll do it this lap. And
The
see.
track is drying, but it's going to take a while to clear the standing water off the line. Don't start thinking about slicks just yet.
Ooh, cursed split. Vettel's not really catching these very fast. I thought he would just blow by us immediately. So I do think that maybe everybody's starting to struggle on tires. I think I just saw Hamilton's car limping, so our dreams of the constructors' second place are still alive. Both of us had a bad race because he ran into the back of us on pit road, I think. As much as I would love to try and make these tires last, I gotta do what I gotta do right here. No! They almost
Felipe's
screwed
pitting
me.
now. Felipe is in the pits.
They almost screwed me. Jeff, you absolute tool. He almost double stacked us on pit road. I don't think so. Wow. Wow. Well, we know who Jeff's favorite is now. Not gonna lie, this does have me now thinking about the possibility of extending these inners, but do I really need to try crazy strategy? They're at 64. I don't think I could do it. But I mean, Vettel's not passing us. Not yet, anyway. But if I don't,
Remember, box this lap.
all I'm
Keep an eye on
doing
your distance to the
is
speed
losing
limit
time
line as
per
you
lap.
approach, and make sure you don't speed.
It's only drizzling now, though. Fastest laps are being set. One more lap. Going one more lap. I don't think so, Vettel. You ain't gonna bully me. I maybe just bullied him a little. Wonder how much that just took off the rear tires. That was sideways through that whole sector. Well, it's surely not quite, it's not quite Slick's territory yet. The only hope I have now is that my inners will be so new that I can just run them to the end of the race, even if it does dry out.
We're considering switching to an alternate
Oh.
strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
Nothing new.
Got that confirmed.
Nothing new. I thought maybe they were going to go to slicks. Here we go. Boy, the AI almost crashes there. I bet you that's how Botas lost his way. Maybe he didn't even hit us at all. Let's see where we come out. I'm guessing a good distance behind Massa. Yeah, there's Massa now. Down into turn 1.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous
That's fine.
driving.
As long as we come out ahead of Perez or near him, I got no worries. Like I said, maybe we can run these all the way to the end and others won't be able to. Like Vettel. This is my only hope. I may have to save fuel again, yeah. It's my only hope of having a better result, but honestly, objective number 1 was 7th place, and we're doing that. We may even run down Massa here with our newer tires. These tires are gonna get beat up. They're not the right conditions for them. And then Vettel will have run even more laps on these tires. Who knows what his are going to do. It will be interesting.
The gap to the car ahead is 4.5 seconds.
Not a very interesting racing race, but a pretty interesting strategy race nonetheless. The gaps are so big that even if they do pit a second time, I really think the best we would be in is like 4th. Track's definitely getting better. I finally feel nearly comfortable. Diamonds are no longer being formed, if you catch my drift. It really feels like I should have been running lean mix the whole race.
Just so you know, we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors. I don't think you need to be worried. It's just some bad data, so keep doing what you're doing, and I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems.
My favorite call from Jeff. Just so you know, there's nothing bad going on, but yeah, everything should be fine. But things are weird. Useless information. I'm sure that actually does mean something, like maybe the control electronics are getting bad, and it's a call that their data readings aren't getting through cleanly. Just the way it's presented, that's fine, really. Everywhere looks good. Still drizzling. I was really expecting sunshine by now, to be honest. I guess I said lap 30 was my guess, based on the intel. Whoops! I'm not gonna lie. I
Some
went
information on Verstappen.
and
They have an
looked
issue
at
with their
my
car. They're going to be slow.
safety car, safety car, safety car. I went and looked at my OBS recording to make sure it was working normally. I was worried about the hang-ups causing something weird, but everything's normal. Just a problem for Verstappen. He isn't stopped on track. Tires aren't hot at all. It's not like the track is too dry.
It looks like we'll be running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly.
Alright. What does everybody do? One way or the other, I want to do something a little different. Either I want to be the first on slicks, or I want to be the last on inners. Just try to make something interesting out of this race, to be honest. Like I said, the temps are good. We still have 6 laps. It's a long time to be on the wrong tire. It might still be another 2 before it's dry, though. It has completely stopped raining, finally. Start looking for water. Keep them cool. Don't see anybody on pit road yet. I think everyone will stay out.
7.2 seconds.
Everyone but Vettel. Vettel's the only one that I think could be screwed by this because he's off sequence.
Okay, the car behind is catching you by 0.5 a lap. 0.5.
Thanks, Jeff. They are always very superhuman in these conditions, but then that switch flips real quick where they can't figure out what to do with their lives on the wrong tire. Here's at like 106. Not too bad. It's probably a dumb place to look for water. Easy car, easy. I guess they fixed Hamilton's car. He's flying again. So much for those hopes. No fitters yet. So it's what? Kimi, Hamilton, Ricardo, Vettel, Massa?
Plus 1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target.
Yeah, I
plus
forgot
1.
we were on lean. Forgot all about that. Adam was trying out a little bit. I guess we'll go back to standard. Maybe that's why I was falling back so much.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Lap traffic getting in the way up there. Should be fun here.
Okay, gap ahead is 7.8 seconds.
Boy, he is run away from us, hasn't he? Not had a very clean run. This all feels like kind of a shame. Like the race people will remember that we won the championship would be this one, and it was a real lame race for us. Like, I didn't drive very good, car wasn't very good, in the rain, didn't make the best strategy calls, but did everything I needed to secure. And that happens in Formula One. There's been many championship clinched in exactly this way. So I guess I'll at least remember, hey, you ran a race in the pouring ass rain in Interlagos and you didn't win it, and that's how you won. That's better than some ways, I guess.
We're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
Guess I'm glad I didn't change then. Is that Vettel? He was. Fastest lap. So much for me thinking his tires would go on. Called that all wrong. started to outrun Perez a bit. It makes me think what could have been. It had been a dry race. I think we would have had a rocket ship here. I don't know why it was so bad in the rain. I guess I just missed. I don't really know what weather setups very well, so I may have just missed that. By healthy margin.
Raikkonen's just put in a new fastest lap.
The only thing that would be weird here is a safety car, but it would be so late in the race you wouldn't be able to do anything with it, really.
Our gap to the car in front is 7.7 seconds. Okay, the gap behind is 1.8 seconds.
A little fuel to use now that we're not spinning tires so much. Hey, look at that. I told you. We had a really good car in the dry. I did not lie. Really does make me think that my setup was more heavily tuned to the dry then. Come around that fast as the track is dried out, even on the wrong tire. Fastest laps of the race are not something that I've claimed a lot of this season. The track's gonna get faster though, so it might not stay. Be another fast one though. Nobody beat it this lap. I would say we could catch Massa, but there's not nearly enough time. Way too much gap.
This is your final lap of the race.
Alright, let's kinda take it easy here. Make sure we don't do anything dumb. I think I ran the good out of the tires to get those laps. Perez. Stay on the asphalt. And stay out of the back end of Ericsson's car. He will undoubtedly do something dumb. Blue flag, I better slow down as much as possible on the racing line. Alright, I was kidding about that, Ericsson. I was kidding. Alright, well, I'm glad I just stayed behind him. I have a feeling he would have done something dumb otherwise.
This is it. You've become the Drivers' World Champion after that result. Wonderful job and well deserved.
Thanks, Jeff. Wow, that actually
There were questions
legit
at
gave
the
me
start of the
goosebumps.
season as to whether this package could really go all the way. But there's no question anymore. What a special year it's been. And here they are now. The new Formula One World Drivers' Champion.
Well, I kind of wanted to use that
Great
engine for the
effort
next
there
race,
from
but that's
Ferrari
cool.
to
Whatever.
take the victory today. Anthony, what do you think? So,
How
here they
good do you
come
think,
now, out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the prancing horse
Oh.
flags are dominant in the grandstands.
Oh yeah, Hamilton was
and they're
falling the
out in
fourth time.
force again today. It's Ferrari on the top step once more. And after this round of the World Championship,
Okay.
here's how things look in the drivers' table. Well, that result also seals the World Drivers' title. Congratulations to our winner after an incredible season. Now
Our
then,
winner,
Anthony
he
Davidson,
doesn't know our
who was your
names yet.
driver of the day?
Difficult call, Crofty, but I'd like to say Sergio Perez. He's just so gifted at getting the most out of his tyres, and he showed that here today.
It may already
Buddy.
be wrapped up, but let's look at the constructors' standings. So then, Ferrari have now moved out of sight and out of reach. It's another triumph for the Italian team as they claim the World Constructors' Championship. Another team that excelled today was Williams, who make further progress up the table. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time, though, goodbye.
So there's nothing to talk about for the Drivers' Championship when it comes to Abu Dhabi, but we go into there tied with Mercedes. That will be interesting. So at least we got something to fight for. Like I said, it was kind of a dud of a race, but it did what I needed to do. Well, thank you to everybody for your support over the season. We got one race left and one race left in this whole career mode. I'll go over more of my thoughts on it after next race, but yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.